Liverpool 4-1 winners at Brentford to kick off a Super Saturday in the Premier League. That's 6 wins in the last 7 Premier League matches and 20 goals in their last 6. One of the goal scorers today, Alexis McAllister, with his second Liverpool goal. Let's hear from him.
Yeah, a very happy Alexis McAllister. Congratulations on your goal and a win that takes you 5 points clear at the top of the table. You've just been celebrating with the Liverpool fans just behind us. How does that feel?
Well, thank you very much. Yes, of course, you can see how much it means to us to win football games. That's what we try, what we want. I think we came to a place that everyone knows that is very tough. A very good opponent, so we are very happy to get the 3 points and we move on.
You've had to adapt to a different midfield role in this Liverpool team this season. How are you finding it?
I like it. I always say that my idea is to understand football and be helpful for the team wherever they need me. So doesn't matter if it's 6, 10, 9, whatever. I try to do my best and I'm feeling really good.
It's your second Liverpool goal. Are you at your best when you can get forward and get into spaces around the box like when you scored today?
Yeah, that's what I like. I always, when I was in Argentina, I used to play as a 10, so I know what the position means. I try to score and assist. That's very important. So really happy with my goal, and the most important thing, of course, the 3 points.
And it was a great pass from Mo Salah. How good is it to have him back at this crucial point in the season? Yeah,
he's amazing, and I'm very happy for him. He's been out and he's been a little bit frustrated about it, but he came back and in just a couple of minutes he scored an assist. So he's an amazing player, amazing leader for us, very important, so very happy for him.
As a team, how confident are you all feeling as a group in this title race now? 5 points clear at the top of the table, Alexis.
Yeah, very confident, but we know there is still a long way to go. We have Luton and a very important game against Chelsea. But we try to go step by step, game by game, and we try to do our best in every game.
Well done today.
Thank you very much.
4-1 victory for Liverpool at Brentford, their first in the Premier League. Let's get your overall thoughts on Liverpool and the performance we saw from them.
I think it was a professional performance. It wasn't the greatest performance. Certainly early on, after 20 minutes, we thought it might be a stalemate in the game, but they've got such an attacking threat going forward on the counter-attack. They break at such pace, and they got clinical finishers. Nunes' first goal was exquisite. I mean, the header from Jota across to him was great. It was naive defending, to say the least, for Brentford. Van Dijk just clears his box here, and Nunes just recognises it, and he gets up in support of Jota, and the header is brilliant. And as he's going through, I don't really fancy him to score because I think he's more an instinctive finisher. But that's a wonderful finish for him, John.
Absolutely. I mean, here, this is really bad defending. You can't have a situation like that if you're not going to win the first ball or you're not going to win the second ball, as Brentford normally keep it in there. But of course, once Virgil van Dijk does this, and you can see in the transition, Liverpool, okay, it's Nunes, but we've seen Salah. They break forward so quickly in transitions, and they've scored many goals like this, but it's very unlike Brentford to be so disorganised. And it's a fantastic finish. Normally he would snatch at this chance, he's just trying to blast it through the goalkeeper. But to have that composure to do this, when the keeper stands up, the keeper doesn't even go down, shows that even though he's not scoring regularly, he still has that confidence.
1 shot, 1 goal for Darwin Núñez. Then this is the goal that made it 2-0. We just heard from Alexis McAllister. Yeah. Here is the setup from Salah in action.
Fantastic, but you don't normally see McAllister in these positions. This is what he says. For Argentina and Brighton, this is the position he plays. But with Bajcetic's injury, he's normally been playing deeper. But when he comes forward, he has that quality. He gets lucky with the first touch because as he controls it, it then goes through. I don't know if it's Aya's legs, but his finish is exquisite. So this is where McAllister normally plays. But we don't really see him there playing there a lot for Liverpool. He plays in a deeper position, but we know he has the quality. He's got number 10 on his back on his shorts, and that's really his position. But as he says, he's happy to play anywhere.
Yeah, Mo Salah introduced in the 44th, assist in the 55th, and then a goal in the 68th minute. He's well and truly back.
Even if he doesn't play well, he always affects the game. It's a poor defending there. He switches off. He can't do that. Ben Mee switches off against Mo Salah, and when he's in, you think, oh, he's going to pass that to Diaz, but then you think, no, it's Mo Salah. Of course he's not going to pass it. And why should you when you're finishing like he is? Ben Mee switches off. There's no idea he comes on.
Ben Mee chases that. Ben Mee can win that run, but he just stops.
He catches it, and then he gives him an absolute no chance. And the last thing you want to be as a defender is 1v1 with this guy, and he just takes it brilliantly into the bottom corner, and it delights the travelling support. Wonderful strike.
Yeah, at this point, it's 3-0. Ivan Toney got on the score sheet as well. His 4th goal in 5 Premier League games, a consolation in the end.
Yes, and of course, he doesn't necessarily get involved in a lot of the build-up play, but whenever the ball drops in the box, he scores. And here you can see it's unfortunate because it's a fantastic save by Callaghan. It drops to Toney, and it was only, it was always just going to end up in the back of the net. Andy Robertson will be disappointed because when the ball he allows the player to run off him, because here you can see he's got him and he just allows him to run, plays down the side, out of position. Great save by Callaghan. He made another save from Toney a bit later on, but it's a good finish. And he thought, are they going to get back in it? And of course, once again, the 4th goal, as we're going to see in a second, was a bad mistake by them once again.
Yeah, overall, from a defensive perspective for Brentford, not good enough today.
No, not good enough. No, far too much quality from Liverpool going forward. And this was just the icing on the cake. This is poor defending. And this typifies the whole day. Look, missed kick there. Can't make errors like that against Liverpool. Another missed kick there. And then when he goes in, he finishes it brilliant, Gakpo. I'm pleased for him because he needs a little bit of a confidence boost. I think that is his game, getting forward as a number 10. I think he's not at his best with back to goal, but when he chases down, he anticipates and gets in support, he can finish in front of goal. We've seen it for the national team, and hopefully he gets more game time. He looks like he might get a bit of game time now with a few injuries they picked up today. They've got 2 big games for the end of the week. They've got Luton and then they go to the cup final against Chelsea.
And then Southampton in the FA Cup after that as well.
Huge games at the business end of the season for Liverpool.
Yeah, the positives today would be those 4 goals, the victory going clear at the top of the table, 5 points. But there are some negatives, and those injuries that we talked about, big ones.
There will be big negatives because, as I've always said, coming into March is when you want everybody fit. And Man City have got people coming back fit. And while I think Liverpool, because of their determination, their humility, the way they play, they will be able to cope with it. It's difficult coming into March with so many injuries. If they're long-term injuries, Jota looks as if that could be a long-term injury. I'm not sure about Jones, and we don't know much about Nunes. But I think we have enough to cope.
Yeah, and what that means now is Liverpool have done the job. It's done. They can sit back and watch now. Arsenal are playing next, and then Manchester City later on.
Yeah. I mean, you can't drop points at the top of the league. It's so competitive, and to get your 3 points out early doors, and then you can go and relax, travel on that bus on the way back there to Liverpool and put your feet up and listen or watch.
Plane. That's how we travel now. They will be flying from Heathrow, I can tell you. We've been on the plane with them from London.
Well, they'll be home before they have to turn it on then and watch it on TV. And it's difficult for them to catch up now, the other teams. It's always best to get the points on the board and then put your feet up and relax and look forward to the next game, but hoping that someone does you a favour. Because it's the Premier League. You said it before. Anyone can beat anyone at one given time. Now, if them teams do their job right, the Man Cities and the Arsenals of this world, then they should win the game. But like I say, the most competitive league in the world, you just never know.
Especially with Manchester City close to perfect at this stage of the season. We know that. We've seen it from them over and over. It's going to be a title race of fine margins. And a day like today, where Liverpool had not won on this ground, where they had some injuries, where they only led 1-0 at half-time, it could have gone the other way. They're going to have to be near perfect as well.
They will, but of course, Chelsea is the unknown quantity because we know what we're going to get from Man City, but Chelsea on their day, as we've seen, could be sensational. And while we don't know which Chelsea is going to turn up, that's dangerous for Manchester City, because if they perform, they could cause problems. I expect Man City to win, as Tim says, but if Chelsea gets a point or even beats them, it wouldn't be surprising.
What was most pleasing for you about today's result?
The resilience that's shown. Because, of course, it's great when you play well and you win. But if you don't play well or you stay in the game, in the first 20 minutes, Brentford were the better team, but we played with resilience, determination. We didn't have much quality, but once you start to play, you can score goals. But if you can stay in the game when you're not playing well and not give things away, that's the real good sign of champions.
Tim, that ball over the top, we saw that for the opening goal. Liverpool seemed to do that a few times today. Just talk about it.
I really like it. Yeah. I like that trait in Liverpool. We're not afraid to be scruffy. Van Dijk, he has no problem with kicking the ball long out of his box. He leads. No one's going to turn around and shout at him. He's a leader there. He gets that ball forward and he gets it early. He kicks it high and as hard as he can, and they chase it down. He knows he's got willing runners up there. And the last thing you want is a bouncing ball. If you can't get your head on it and win the first ball as a defender, once you let that ball bounce, you know there's pace coming in behind you, and you saw that today. And they all get up in support of each other. And when they get in the dangerous areas, they pick the right pass at the right time, and their finishing today was clinical.
Liverpool do that a lot. If you see when Addison, he wasn't playing today, but when Addison gets the ball from corners, he just kicks it, and you see Salah, you see people driving forward. So this isn't a surprise. This is just like, we're fortunate. Liverpool do this very often in transitions. They break forward very quickly. And if you're not right at the back as Brentford were, they'll make you pay.
All right, we are going to get more post-match reactions because at the GTech Community Stadium standing by is Cody Gakpo. Cody, great result today. Just talk us through the performance and your thoughts on it.
Yeah, thank you very much to begin with. I think it was a tight game from the beginning on. They had a few good chances. We as well. First half, I think great finish of Darwin, and then we know we just have to keep going, and then you know that you get more chances, and we scored them. At the end, they scored a goal as well, which is not that nice for us, but I think overall a good performance from our side.
Came off the bench today, so did Mo Salah. You both got on the score sheet. I think we're going to show you your goal, and you can just talk us through it and how much that means to you to get the cherry on top.
Yeah, I think obviously the defender hit the ball, but I think Lucho did it really well. 1v1 with the goalie, tried to stay as calm as possible and put it in the corner.
Got John Barnes in the studio, and John Barnes has a question for you, Cody.
Cody, how are you doing? Congratulations. Yes. It's John Barnes here. Congratulations. What we've noticed, because obviously I see you every week when I'm there, and you've come on in your, I don't know what your favourite role is, because you've played anywhere in the front three. Sometimes you've even gone into the midfield three wide, and of course you then came into a middle position because of Darwin Núñez. Where do you feel most comfortable when you play? Because I know you play anywhere and you're willing to do a job. Is that the role where you feel you're most comfortable?
To be honest, obviously I'm from origin, to say it like that, a left winger, because I think I played a few years on the left side, but since I'm here I play almost always in the middle as a central striker the most of the times. So I like those two the most, but obviously when things like this happen as today, when injuries come up, sometimes the gaffer need me somewhere else, and then I just have to do my best to be the best version of myself for the team.
Thank you so much, Cody. Great to be chatting to you, and congratulations on the goal and the victory today as well.
Thank you very much. Have a blessed day.
Yes, you as well. Cody Gakpo just giving us his reactions from the GTech Community Stadium, where Liverpool, job done for them. It's over to Arsenal now.
Thoughts about the Brentford versus Liverpool match ending with 1-4 in favour of Liverpool. Brentford came out early in their home ground. For the first 20 minutes they kept Liverpool at bay and were playing better than the visitors. But as the half went on, Liverpool begins to exert their dominance. Liverpool's first goal came in the 35th minute from Darwin Núñez, who in the absence of Salah, who was on the bench, scored a brilliant one-on-one chip above the goalkeeper. Núñez, who seems to miss when he has time to think, did no such thing. It was a very good goal. The remaining first half was marred by Curtis Jones and Diogo Jota sustaining injuries and had to be substituted. Salah coming in place of Jota. Second half, Liverpool keeps on pressuring their host. In the 55th minute, Mac Allister scored their second goal. Liverpool were on their stride. Mohamed Salah, on his return from injury he sustained in his Egypt international game, inevitably scored the third goal in the 68th minute. Brentford fought back and got a goal back in the 75th minute through their talisman, Ivan Toney. Cody Gakpo scored Liverpool's fourth goal in the 86th minute to seal the match. Liverpool were too good for Brentford in the end and maintain a healthy 5 points lead for the time being from Manchester City, who will play later in the afternoon. The only worry would be to what extent the injury to Curtis Jones and Diogo Jota will keep them out of the team, because they will need them if they are to challenge for the title.